Observe the following things. Let's continue in our video.
But what is density? Density is a physical property of a substance. Let us conduct an experiment to understand the concept of density. Here are two solid balls, one made of copper and the other made of aluminium. Both are of the same size. But what do you observe when you place the balls on the bands of a balance?
Now see, here are two different balls. The one of the ball is made of the copper and other one is of the aluminium. They both are of same size. That means the volume is same. But in the same volume, you know very well, the amount of mass in case of copper is definitely greater than the amount of mass in case of aluminium. That is why the line is written over here. You can see mass of copper is greater than the mass of aluminium in the ball. Volume is same. Then why it is happening? So let's take a look on this, why it is happening and how the density will going to define it.
The copper ball weighs more than the aluminium ball. Why does the copper ball have greater mass than the aluminium ball of the same size? This difference in mass is due to the nature of atoms in each ball. Copper atoms are smaller than aluminium atoms. This means that more copper atoms can fit in a given space compared with aluminium atoms. Hence, the copper ball contains more atoms than the aluminium ball.
So what you have observed, in case of copper, the molecules are very much closer to each other. They are very close and somewhere they are small in size but heavier than the size the molecule of aluminium, and they are slightly having the intermolecular space between in case of aluminium is slightly greater than in case of the copper. So the intermolecular space between the copper is less and in case of aluminium is higher. In this way, in the same volume, copper is more dense in case of same volume, but the aluminium is slightly less dense than the copper. So in this way, we can define the density terms as mass in a particular unit of volume, and similarly the mass in the same amount of the volume. Okay, so let's see how this is going to be defined in the animation.
Also, a copper atom has more mass than an aluminium atom. These two factors make the copper ball weigh more than the aluminium ball, although both are of the same size and shape. The density of an object gives us an idea of how much matter is packed in a given space.
Now you see the formula of the density is already defined. Amount of mass per unit volume. Similarly, amount of mass per unit volume. Volume is same in the both the factors, only the mass is different. In copper, mass is greater. In aluminium, mass is lesser. That is why the density of copper is higher.
The density of an object can be defined as the mass per unit volume of that object.